Hello, YouTubers. Jumping in here real quick, gonna wait for some of you guys to show up, but I'm not gonna wait too long because I know with the algorithms here, not as many people see the live streams as they used to. So I don't like wasting people's time having to watch the replay of me going, oh, I'm going to wait until everyone shows up, sort of thing. So if you have any questions, either watching live or on the replay, just hit me up in the comments below or above. Is it above? No, I think it's below. And I will answer those questions. Today, we're going to get into my Ableton master template. This thing is really, really massive. And I'm going to share like one section at a time. So tomorrow I'll go into like the bass, and the next day I'll go into pads and synths and different stuff like that, and effects the next day. But today we're going to get into the drums on the master template. And what the master template is a collection of tools that I probably spent easily 250 hours putting together. And I just updated it fairly recently, so there's even more tools and stuff. And I take requests from people who have the Ableton Master Template already, and I'm constantly trying to make it better and better. So the whole purpose of the Master Template is to give you a bunch of tools where you could really, really quickly get drums and grooves happening really quickly, create the sounds that you want, have just a wide variety of so many things that you could create with, so that you get really, really good sounds really quickly, and you stay inspired when you're inspired to write. And the template is made for any electronic music style. So no matter what you're doing, this should have tools that will help you do what you do. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is just, I've put together several videos here, and I want to just drag in the walkthrough here. And once again, today we're going to go through the drums, and tomorrow we'll go through the bass and so forth. So if you dig this, if this looks like something that you think is something that would really help you with your music production, now's a really good time to jump on it. I'm putting it at a $50 discount right now during this kind of walkthrough phase. So as I share these videos, the coupon code will be working. I think it'll probably be up for about a week, and then it'll go back to its regular price. So now's a really good time to jump in. But let me prove to you how cool this tool is by showing you this walkthrough. Much easier than me telling you about how awesome this is. So with that, let's jump into it. I'm gonna drag this video in. I'm gonna go away, but I will be here in the comments. So if you are here live, feel free to drop a comment. If you're watching the replay, drop a comment and I will respond later, because I always, if you've followed me on YouTube any amount of time, I answer everyone in the comments of any of my videos. So I think that's really important to communicate with fellow producers and help in any way I can. That's what I'm here for. So with that, I hope this inspires you guys, and I'll speak soon. Hey guys, Jason here, musicsoftwaretraining.com. And what we're doing in this video is I'm sharing with you guys my new 2.0 version of the Ableton Master Template. And the Master Template is a collection of sounds and tools and loops and effects and every sort of tool that I thought was necessary to give you the ability to write songs just with these tools by themselves. Now, of course, I encourage you to mix this master template with any other tools that you're comfortable with using, but this is a really great way to fill out your songs and get some really great sounds going, especially if you have some trouble getting the right sounds. This could really get you going pretty quickly. So as we look into this just real briefly, let's get into drums. This is where I want to really start you guys out and just kind of show you what each of the tools does. So I'll just go through each of the parts here, from simple to more complicated. So here is just a collection of crash samples here. So these are loads of samples, sampled from drum machines and loads of other things. So really nice stuff. Once again, we've got control over the decay. We could actually transpose, so we could change the pitch. And anywhere in between. We've got the reverb decay here, so we could like really have a long, or we can have kind of a shorter sort of sound. So yeah, that's going to work on all of these. It's just like 30 or 40 crashes. You don't need a million of them, but all these are really good from different drum machines. And then we've got the synth crashes. And these crashes come from different synths, and some are samples as well. We got shorter decay, obviously. We could change the global time. And of course the stereo spread as well. So loads that you can do with this. Obviously reverb, you could tune, decay, all that different stuff. So those are just crashes. I mean, and a lot of time was spent just getting these together, but this is just barely scratching the surface. Next we could get to drum loops, and I've got loops in loads of different drum categories: tambourine, sticks, shakers, rides, percussion, and hi-hats. So these will help you really quickly get yourself started in putting together or adding to rhythms. And get into some hi-hats here. Really nice stuff here. Some percussion. Got some ride cymbals here. Real kind of background ones there. So those are some of those. And then we have this here, which I've called Everloop, just because there's so many different loops. So these are a lot of new samples that were added to version 2.0. So there's about 700 different samples. And the loops are numbered, and then the next number over here is the original tempo, although you can, of course, play it at whatever tempo and get interesting results. If you want to play it at its original tempo, it'll tell you so that you can go ahead and change it. 80, 80. Or you could just keep it at wherever you want to create and just see what interesting results you get. And some of these are real subby, so you're not going to hear them, even though they've got different names here. You know, this isn't quite released yet, but these will all be renamed and everything. So, but it's actually bass sounds. So if we want, we could really quickly and easily, just using these, let's we'll make like 5 audio tracks. All right. And well, let's get that here. Let's make that a bass sound. We'll name it over here. We'll just call that bass. And let's get some kicks happening here. Gonna speed this up a little. So sure, let's use that here. This will be our kick. And of course you could play this and then preview over here to hear what some of the sounds sound like together. And let's check out some of the melodic stuff here. That's cool. Pull that in. We'll just call this melodic. Maybe I'll add a second melodic part. All right, let's get some snares and claps in there. So I'll pop this in. And once again, I'll duplicate this and maybe grab one of these others. There we go. And let's get some hi-hats happening here. Dive a little deeper here. And pop that on. And let's make one more. we go. I mean, that's how quickly you can put together little ideas. I mean, there's just so many combinations, you know. So something to just get you kind of inspired, you know, just with that alone. Then we've got electronic drums here in this area. We can start here with just kicks. So we've got the kick loops, but then we've got a kick creator here as well. So I can, let's just do a simple 4/4 on top of this just to make things quick and easy. So I'll drop in a MIDI pattern here, and we'll just make this 1 bar since it's going to essentially be the same thing. And put it on C3. Like so. And let's try to get a decent kick out of this. So I'll show you the kick rack here. You can create all kinds of different kicks. So right out of the gate, it's got some pretty good sound to it. And then next we can add to the drive, change the frequency, change the decay, sustain and release time, turn the track down, like so. And then the pitch envelope, that's kind of giving a snap as well as the top frequency here. So this is without the pitch envelope. So we can make it darker or a little brighter. And we could also add a second top frequency here. A little snap. Hear that snap? And then I can change the frequency of it. And then once I figure that out, I'll back that off a little bit. There we go. We've got a kick rack happening there. And of course you could go in and you could edit, you know, each of these to really become your own. You know, you don't have to just stick with the loops themselves. There's all kinds of like interesting things that you can do. You could see what we got here, like this bass here. I could kind of check in here and just do a little bit of volume tweaking. So let's come over here. There's the volume, and let's see what we got here. Let's take this out of each one. And I'll highlight this. Like that. And, oops. I don't think, let's see. Yeah, let's do this here. And we'll leave the final one open. So that just cuts off some notes. And maybe I will pull this out here. And I'll just copy this over. Like so. And that changes the bass. And also what I could do is I could change the start point to, you know, try different types of rhythms to it. So let's just go 1/16 at a time. Like so. So loads of different things that you can do just with these loops. So yeah, we got this kick done very, very quickly with the kick rack, which is, that's its specific purpose is just to make great sounding kicks. This here is a general MIDI rack here. This is really cool because you could actually drag general MIDI drum parts into this and it will conform to these sounds. So let's check that out real quick. We're gonna drag this in here. All right, so once we get the general MIDI drum rack set up here and loaded, basically what we've got is we've got all the drum sounds in the correct positions so that when we download free MIDI parts, you could actually find songs on the internet and download them free. So this is the MIDI files for Led Zeppelin songs, for example, just as a weird example. So I downloaded that, and over here, this drum right here is the MIDI part. So these sounds will correlate correctly to the sounds on this drum kit. But not only that, what we can do then is we could actually change our kick drums, snare sounds, claps, hi-hats, open hi-hats, and other things. All right, so if I go ahead and play this, got that familiar groove happening here. And then I could go through these sounds. So I'm going through the kicks here. So maybe I'll choose that one there. And the snare. Yeah, there you go. So you could change through many of the main sounds here, but you can get these grooves. So if I wanted to, I could add this groove to the rest of the song. So let me just lower the volume here. And as we play the rest of the song, mix this in. So that makes it also really easy to get really great sounding drum parts really quick by using MIDI, and then you could of course manipulate them any way you want to make them sound a little different, but really great starter points to do it that way. Some songs break down all the drums separately. So in this case, we've got just the kick drums alone, snares by themselves, looks like we've got tom drums here. And this is actually from a Steely Dan song, believe it or not. Hi-hats here. And so forth. So you could have a lot of fun with this general MIDI drums, and just knowing that you can drop in a downloaded MIDI file, grab the drums from it, and they'll actually line up correctly with the kit, which is really cool. Next, I can open up these electronic drums here, and I added loads of new drum sounds to this. So let me load this as a new track over here. And here's just another great set of electronic drums. So let's just go through some of the kick sounds here. Give me just a, there we go. Let's see here. All right, so yeah, I'm just gonna scroll through some of these sounds. So really usable sounds. I'll go through some of these snares as well. All kinds of great stuff here. So yeah, this I revamped quite a bit. So as you can see over here, as we get into the kicks, all these are the separate sounds, all right, all the way through. So I think there's pretty close to 127 sounds, or around 120 those. And then, of course, I like to do 2 different kicks. That way you can layer 2 sounds together to make an even more unique sound. Rim shots, of course, snares. We've got tons and tons of snare sounds here. Clap sounds as well. And the list kind of goes on with hi-hats and loads of different sounds. So this is a really great sounding kit that you can like custom build the sounds that you want. So this has been added to the Ableton Master Template 2.0. So definitely you can take advantage of this as well. So making drums is going to be a piece of cake for you just with this alone. All right. We already went through the kick rack. The kick rack, you could actually throw in these kick patterns as well, which is pretty cool. Some are simple, some of them are a little less simple. Obviously, it's just playing a note just to show you what the rhythm of the sound is, but you can drag that in and get some pretty cool stuff. So yeah, is that the kick rack? Yeah. So for example, if I wanted to drag that into the kick rack, I'll just solo this real quick. And it's that easy. And then of course, once again, you can come in here and fine tune your kick sound really quick and you're good to go. So loads of really, really cool stuff in this drum area here that I think you really are going to get a lot out of. And that's just one of the many features. So next time I'll come back and we'll get into the bass. I mean, the thing about this master template is it's just so huge. I can't like sit down with one video and give you all the tools. So I just wanted to give you the drum portion just to kind of show you how deep that goes. And I'll get into some of the other features in some of the other videos. So I hope you enjoyed this and stay tuned for more videos showing off some of the features here of the Ableton Master Template version 2. All right, guys, take care. Have a good one.